Hi guys, and welcome back to this week's vlog. Now it feels like forever the last time I vlogged. I think it was probably end of August, September time. I've just been generally so busy. You'll see there's been quite a lot of gaps between my vlogs. Obviously normally I do them weekly and there's been like a good month. But I've just been so busy with work and yeah. And to be honest, I haven't really been doing anything. The horses have been in work. Dan is fit, ready to go. But there's literally been nothing on for Dan and I to go and do. We've literally just been hacking. Since the last thing we went to was the poet lesson, which was back in September, and we've literally just been hacking. There's just been nothing on. Obviously, Dan isn't back jumping yet, so I can't take him show jumping or do an arena or hires or anything like that. All the fun rides, obviously, it's the 2nd of November today, but all the fun rides are finished. So it was literally, as soon as I come back with my ankle, the fun rides had basically stopped. So we haven't been able to get out to any fun rides this year, which is really frustrating because that's something that I really wanted to do. And Dan is ready to do a fun ride. I need to do something like that with him. But there's been no showing on. This time of year always goes quiet with the showing, and yeah, there's literally been nothing on. So we've just been hacking. He's been in work, Mittens has been in work, but it's just been very chill. And I've been super busy with work. We went eventing a few weekends in a row just for the end of the season, but obviously that's now finished, so everything's quietened down. The horses at work have had a bit of downtime. They've still been in work and things, but we haven't been focusing on the flat work and doing the jumping. They've just been hacking basically since their last event. So yeah, there's not much been on. I have been trail hunting. So Lily, who was in the hunter trial vlog that you guys would have seen, I'm very lucky to ride her. So I do put her on Instagram quite a bit, and she's not my horse. She never will be my horse, but I'm extremely lucky that I am able to ride her and do things with her. I can take her jumping if I want to. And yeah, I am extremely lucky that I am able to take her out, especially with obviously Dan not jumping yet. It gives me something to have a little jump, which I have been doing. Yesterday we actually went trail hunting. It was opening meet, and we had the best time. There was jumps, we were jumping the jumps, we were jumping off banks. We literally had the best time. So I have been doing stuff, but yeah, I've just been extremely busy that I also haven't been able to get round to doing all of the editing and getting the vlogs uploaded. But it doesn't mean to say that I'm stopping my vlogging. My vlogging is still going ahead. You guys are still coming along on my journey, but vlogs just might be a little bit slower than what they used to be. So I do apologise, but I will try and get better and try and get them out weekly, or at least every other week. But yeah, I'm all good. So today we are going out in the trailer. We are going showing. The last time we went showing was when we took Mittens and Dan. Mittens isn't coming with us today. It's just going to be Dan. It's very local to us. It's literally 20 minutes up the road, and we're going to do 2 classes just for a bit of fun, just to get out. You know, it was August. I have no expectations. Just want to go out and enjoy ourselves, because I don't know when the next competition is going to be. This could be the last one of this year. I don't know, they might do one at Christmas, which will be nice, but they might not. So yeah, this could be the last competition of the year, and we're just going out and having a good time. So I'm at the stables now. They're just eating their breakfast. I'm going to turn Dan out in the field for a bit while I sort the stables out, and then I'm going to bring him in, get him clean, get him platted up. The ridden classes don't start until 1 o'clock, so I've got a bit of time. I was up early this morning at work, riding the horses out, because I work 6 days a week now. So that's also another reason. Before, when I first started, I was just doing Monday to Friday, but now I work 6 days a week, which I absolutely love. I am lucky that my boss is flexible, and if I want to go and do something with Dan on a Saturday, I am able to, or if I want to go trail hunting, I am able to. Obviously I can't do it like every single weekend, but I am able to have the time off to do stuff like that. And the last 3 or 4 Saturdays I have been hunting. But yesterday I stayed out till about 4 o'clock, and there wasn't enough daylight hours to take the work horses out, because I've been going hunting and then coming back and taking the work horses out. But now the clocks have changed, I'm unable to do that. So I've had to ride out this morning instead. So I got up early as soon as it was daylight and I was out riding. I did fall off, my first fall on the work horses, which was great. I'm absolutely fine. We were in a field, cantering round. The horses are feeling very good, very fresh at the moment. They're showing a few moves, let's just say. And we had a few pops over some logs in the field. Bernie was feeling brilliant. This is the Freestar event horse. We'd jump in, and then we'd jump this one jump, and he found it extremely exciting. And he doesn't just buck, he twists his body and throws you about. And he done that, and I landed on the side, fine, I was getting myself up, and then he twisted his body and bucked, and I just went out the side door and fell off, and then he bucked and cantered off. But yeah, I'm absolutely fine. I got straight back up, straight back on, carried on with my ride. But yeah, that is my first fall on Bernie and the work horses. I mean, I've been working there 7 months now, so it isn't bad to have my first fall. But he's just feeling very, very well. They both are. They're feeling really fresh. The last event, yeah, they've just been feeling amazing. So yeah, I'm all good. But yes, I have had a fall this morning. But yeah, it's kind of good. I'm kind of glad I have had a fall, because the last fall I had was when I broke my ankle, and the fall before that, which was this time last year, was when I fractured my other ankle. So the last 2 falls I've had to go to hospital when I've been out of action. But I've kind of had that in the back of my mind, like, oh my god, I don't want to fall off, because last time happened so badly, if you know what I mean, and I'm worried that I don't want to go through that all again. So I'm kind of glad I have fallen off, and I am okay, and I have walked away, and I don't need to go hospital. But yeah, anyway, this is a 7 minutes long intro, but I just wanted to kind of update you guys, and I don't want you to think that I'm stopping vlogging or anything like that, because I'm really not. I've just been generally so busy. But it is going to be a lot quieter now with work. We're still going to be going out competing and show jumping and training over this winter, ready for next event season. But yeah, it is going to be a lot quieter. It's not going to be bang, bang, bang. So yeah, but also I don't want to just do random vlogs of literally nothing, because there's just generally been nothing on. So yeah, that is one of the other reasons why there hasn't been any vlogs. But I'm gonna get these horses done, and then I'll probably speak to you when Dan's come back in from the field and I'm getting him ready. Okay guys, so horses are all mucked out. I've basically left everything to last minute, which is technically the story of my life. But I've got a drumstick here. I'm just having a little break. I've just cleaned all of my tack, because last night when I come up here to do the horses, it was pitch black. And the plan was to do the tack last night, but it was pitch black. It was cold. I was soaking wet because it rained all day yesterday out hunting. So I thought, no, let's just get the horses in, feed them. I'm going home, get out of these wet clothes, and I'll deal with everything in the morning. So I have cleaned my tack. So obviously we're going in a show bridle, which is double reins. And then I got my saddle. I've just got to put my stirrups on. Obviously cleaned my girth. And then here it's all a bit messy, but I've got my long riding boots, my show hat, his show number, my stirrups, which I need to wipe over and clean, because I used them yesterday hunting, and I wiped them off when I cleaned the tack, Lily's tack off last night. But they need saddle soaping, so I need to put them on before I forget them. Put the saddle cover on, and then all my tacks together and everything that I need for Dan. It's 10:30. The ridden classes don't start until 1 o'clock, but I'm quite far down. But it's kind of hard with showing, because for an example, like dressage, you have a time. You know, you have like a set time that you need to be going down the centre line. Showing is not like that at all. It literally just says ridden classes start at 1 o'clock, and you have to estimate, but you don't know like how many people are going, because today you pay on the day, so you can't see the list of people of how many people are in classes. So it might not be that busy today, and there might not be anybody in quite a few classes, or it could be really busy. So you kind of got to estimate what time you're getting there to make sure that you've got enough time to get ready and warm up and be in time for your classes, which is a bit annoying. You don't even get a rough idea of what time your actual class is going to be, so you basically just have to estimate. So if there's nobody going in any of the classes, I could be in at 1:30, if that makes sense. So I need to allow enough time, but also I don't want to give too much time because we're stood around waiting. So it's a bit of a tricky one. It's a bit annoying. So I've let Dan out in the field because he'd be just grumpy if I kept him in. So he'll have a good hour, if not a bit longer, out while I've been faffing around here. But when I bring him in, I've literally got everything to do. He's going to be platted in mud. It's rained. I obviously need to get him platted up. So yeah, I thought I'll get all this stuff done. My mum's gone to get the trailer. I think I'm going to tow today. When I have been out in the trailer, which it's only been the times that I've vlogged, I've towed. But yeah, I'll load this up. I've got my jacket and my jumpers in my car, so I'll get changed before we leave. And then it's just going to be focusing on getting Dan clean and platted and ready for him, basically. Hi guys, sorry I haven't updated you, but I am all ready. Dan is all ready as well. Just having the bridle put on because it's very muddy here. I want to keep my boots clean, but I will be getting on, and it's quite quiet, so hopefully we'll be done pretty quick. So I didn't really get much of a warm-up because I had to get into my class, so I quickly walked him, and then I think I had a little trot and I went straight down into my class, else I was going to miss it. So yeah, I think we had a little trot, let's see. But I didn't even get to canter. My first canter was in my show, which was a little bit annoying because I normally like to give a decent warm-up, but I just didn't have enough time. So I was like, I'm literally just going to have to wing it. I told you guys it's the story of my life, literally winging it. So yeah, we had a little trot, and then I was like, right, I need to get down there because you have to walk down a track to get to the sand school. It's not right next to each other.
You started a fire somewhere deep in my mind. See the barbed wire, the place is grown all wide. 'Cause I don't know if it'll be enough, or if they really care. There's a stairway down for...
So this is my first class, and because there's not a lot of the room, the sand school actually looks a lot bigger in this video than what it actually is. So having all the ponies in there, there's just not enough room to do your show or really do much. So yeah, we done it individually, and yeah, that's really it. I'm gonna now play music because you guys are not gonna want to keep listening to my annoying voice.
Someone to save me, no, and don't come running to blame me. From miles away I can tell that something's off. The way you look and how you pause when you talk, I think I said enough. You said your love for me something brand new. You said this is something you would never do. Here we are in let me see who you are, who you really are, yeah. Don't need you here to say you're sorry, 'cause if you're gonna leave me, then just do it. Don't take it slow, don't be gentle, no, I just gotta know. If you're gonna leave me, then just do it. For a second, yeah, you're being over your head, babe. 'Cause there is no one other than me that can make you feel the way you feel when I hold you. I think I said enough. You said your love for me something brand new. You said this is something you would never do. Here we are about yesterday. My, oh my, my, oh my, a kiss, and so I did. My, oh my, my, oh my, a kiss, and so I did.
So guys, I came first in my first class, first in my second class, and then here the big grey got reserve champion, I got reserve champion, and then the smaller grey got champion, and then the little pony was just out from being placed, unfortunately. But yeah, I am beyond proud of Dan, and here we had some photos and our sash, etc.
Good boy.
Okay guys, so it's nearly a week later since Dan and I went to the show, and oh, hello Dan. We've just come back from a ride, and honestly, I am so proud of him. Honestly, he's just Mr. Reliable. He's honestly incredible. The thing is with showing is you never know like the timings. I think I already mentioned in the beginning of the vlog, like with dressage, you have a set time that you're going down the centre line, so it's like perfect. You know what time you need to get there. You allow enough time for warm up. You know you're all good. Same as show jumping. They'll say like the 70 centimetres starts at 11:15, and then you estimate with how many names down you are. But with showing, they don't give you that idea. So you have the in hand. So when it's like the big summer shows and it's on grass, there are several rings. So you have the in hand and the ridden going at the same time. But when you're doing the little small local shows where you don't have the room, you always have the in hand in the morning. They're always done by lunchtime, 1 o'clock. And then the ridden is always after. So they will say like the ridden starts at 1 o'clock, and it normally starts with like tack and turn out, lead rein, first ridden, etc. But it doesn't actually say a set time. So if my class is like six classes down, I don't know how many people are in the previous classes. There could be nobody that's entered, there could only be 2 people, there could be 7 people. So, and showing does take a long time when you have to do your individual shows if there's quite a lot of you in the class. So yeah, you literally have no idea. You just have to estimate what time you think your class is going to start and hope that you're at the right time and allow enough time if there is not many people in the class, if that makes sense. So it is a little bit frustrating. So my classes were like quite far down, so I didn't really want to rush because I thought we're only going to be stood around, but I was also conscious just in case there wasn't many people in the previous class. So it was kind of estimated, so I didn't leave here until like 20 past 1, I think it was. So they were already 20 minutes into the ridden classes. Well, as I got there, this show you basically pay on the day, so I went down to pay, and I was umming and ahhing whether to do veteran with Dan because he is now 17, and I hate to say that he can go into veteran classes. He obviously has been able to since he's 15, and I've refused because I don't like to think of him getting old. Not that he is old, he's still in his prime and things, but I don't like to put him in. I don't want him to be in a veteran class, basically, as sad as that sounds. And but the last few months, I have been thinking about putting him in veteran because I think he would do really well. He doesn't act his age, he doesn't look his age, and I think he would really do well in the class. So I was debating in putting him in the veteran, but when I went to pay for my entries, the veteran was literally the next class, and there was no way I was going to get ready and be warmed up to go in that class. So I missed that class, but luckily I was still able to do my 2 classes, which I'd done best combination and best solid colour. Best combination was first, but it was still rushy because the 2 classes before me had no entry, so I literally had to tack up, get on, and I didn't even have a proper warm-up. I didn't even get to canter or really have a trot before I went into my class. So when I went into the class and I got asked to trot and canter around, that was my first canter basically. And if I remember rightly, I don't even think they got me to canter around. I went straight into my show, and my first canter was in the show, so we were a little bit rusty. I normally like to give him quite a decent warm up, get him cantering around, get him trotting around, but unfortunately I wasn't able to. So my first class was basically our warm up, but it wasn't the best, but considering it was basically our warm-up, I was pretty happy, and he still pulled it out of the bag with a win, which I couldn't be prouder of. Then we went into our next class, which was best solid colour, and honestly he was just like a different horse to ride. He was so soft, just so supple, and he wasn't rushy. You guys will probably remember from my last show back in August, the first class we done was just like a rocket going around, just racing around, whereas hopefully you guys will see a difference, especially in the second class, how well he actually done. And he wasn't rushy, he wasn't pulling, he wasn't heavy, he was so light and just done such a lovely show that I honestly generally could not be prouder of him. It was so nice. Super proud of him. We come first, which then obviously puts us into the championships, and he pulls out the bag with reserve champion, which is just incredible. Now the horse that I was against was a massive Clivesdale, I think it was a Clivesdale, who is honestly massive, and the arena isn't big that we ride in, so we had to come out while we basically done our show, which was quite nice because we had the whole arena to do the show. Also, in the first class, I didn't really do my show properly. The second class, I'd done a different type of show. I normally always do the same show because it's the proper show hunter pony show, but I actually done a different one in the second class, and yeah, super proud of him. So I don't know when our next show is going to be. I have been looking. I did ask if they were going to do the same show in December, but they're doing a young stock one, so obviously Dan doesn't class for that, unfortunately. Obviously we're nearly at the end of the year, which I cannot believe, so I'm not sure if we're going to get out to another show before Christmas and the new year. I had to think then where I was going with that, which is really disappointing because I would love to just get him out to one more show, because obviously this year we've been to 3 shows, which is better than not going to any. And when I look back to last year, Dan was doing rehab, so we're so much further on, but yeah, I obviously done the one back in April or May just for my ankle, and then I done the one just after my ankle in August, and then this one as well. And I've looked further afield rather than just the local ones to see if there's any shows, and there is literally nothing. This is what I've been struggling with. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. So we are going to do other stuff. I'm still going to get him out in the trailer because he just loves it. And when I took him back to the trailer to untack and load him up, honestly, he didn't want to go near the trailer. He was trying to take me back down to the arena as if to say, no, we're not finished yet. I wanted to do more classes. I couldn't do any more classes because the solid colour was the last class. But he does enjoy going out. I don't want to take him out too much because then he'll just get sour. But I do want to keep it up, going out in the trailer for different rides, pole work. I've actually got a pole work lesson this Sunday coming, so I will bring you guys along to that. And if there's anything on in the upcoming weeks, then I will definitely do. And if a show does pop up before Christmas and New Year, I will definitely go to if it's not too far away. But I just don't think there's any. And now we are coming up to Christmas, everything just slows down, which is like really frustrating. But yeah, we will have to see. So this could be our final show of the year, but I am looking forward to getting into the new year and starting the season showing. I am really looking forward to that. And if it is my last show of the year, I am beyond proud how we finished it. So yeah, really happy with that. Sorry, this is a really, really long outro, very chatty. But no, I honestly could not be prouder of him. He has been amazing. We've just hacked, I gave him the day after off, and then we've just hacked the rest of the week. We've just come back from a really nice ride, and I'm going to get him rugged up. Tomorrow, I am off to Your Horse Live. I will have already been by the time you guys see this vlog, but you guys will be coming along with that. And yeah, I'm going to get him rugged up and feed them and get home. So I will see you all guys. I will see you guys very, very soon. The next vlog should be the Your Horse Live vlog. So stay tuned. Please make sure that you like and subscribe if you haven't already. Apologies, I've been really bad with my vlogging. I promise I'm not stopping. Continuing with my vlogging. You guys are coming along on my journey. It's just been so mental with work and everything that I haven't had chance to actually sit down and get the vlogs edited and uploaded. But they will still be coming. The next month or so between Christmas and New Year might be a little bit quiet just because there's nothing really on, but definitely coming into the new year and throughout next year there will definitely be a lot more content where me and Dan will be out and about doing things, and yeah, whatever else I get up to within work and the horses that I ride outside of work that I'm lucky enough to be able to do things on. So yeah, stay tuned and I will see you guys in the next vlog. I hope you are all well, and bye bye.